Hello, good day from Tel Aviv. This is Tsvi again, and I'm here to try and convince you to take Hebrew as your next project, as your next foreign language. And I've started to talk in an earlier episode about the root technique, a technique which I developed that can be very helpful for speakers of all languages who want to um, try the Hebrew language as their next foreign language. So what we said is that every word in Hebrew, every verb actually, and many nouns um, can be deduced into three sounds which are not vowels, okay, which are consonants. For example, t, b, g, d, s, sh. Sh in Hebrew makes one sound. Um, and whenever you have these three sounds, okay, these three consonants, you can, if you know what a set of three consonants mean, you can actually build around this nucleus, these three consonants, many words. So you have like a treasure of vocabulary just by knowing the what this key of three consonants can open. Okay, every key has like um, um, three teeth, okay, or um, three parts, and this key can give you the way, can show you the way for huge um, vocabulary. So let's go for another example, and today we can take the roots, the root ka, sh, r, kashar, kashar in Hebrew, ka, sh, r, or k, sh, r. Okay, so you hear these consonants. Very good. Now, this has to do with the English to tie. Okay, to tie something. This is likshor. Now, I've told you in the first episode that whenever you have the l sound in the beginning, you should be suspicious, because this usually refer to the infinitive form of the verb likshor, li. So we put that aside, and we are left with kshor. And once again, we don't care about the vowels, because vowels in Hebrew change. You can have the same root with many forms of vowels, like kasharti, ekshor, kashur. Sometimes it's o, sometimes it's a, sometimes it's u, but this is all arranged around the tying thing. Okay, so the important thing is to stay in tune and try to decipher the three consonants, three golden consonants, and whenever you have them, to be sure that you have the meaning. Okay, you grasp something. So, for example, hu kashar, that means he tied in the past. Hu kashar. So here we have the kasher consonants with two vowels, which are a and a. Kashar. Okay, and actually in Hebrew writing, we don't even write the a. There's no recording for that on the paper. Okay, we just write k letter, sh, and er, or kuf shin reish in Hebrew. So how can we distinguish between a and e? Good question. Only by context. Okay, it is not put on the paper. So kesher, again, kesher, you can distinguish. You can listen to the k, sh, l sounds. Kesher means a knot. So in English, we start to split between to tie something, and then we can use a knot, right? Also, a tie is kesher, but here we have a vowels, okay? But we are still in the same place. Actually, we haven't gone anywhere, and this is how the Hebrew roots work in Hebrew. Okay, you're always, when the consonants are the same, the meaning is mostly the same. Of course, there are exceptions, like in any language. That's why language is called a language, because we have exceptions. So one more kasher sound. Let's go for the word kashur. kashur. Now we start with a and then u, but we are in the same place. Kashur means tied, okay, like the passive form of to tie, but it also means something else, like attached to be attached to, okay, to be emotionally attached. This is in Hebrew just kashur, as if you are really tied to a place, to a person, okay, kashur. So you don't have to work right very hard in your brains. What may it mean? Because you know in Hebrew that everything is tied to the same knot. Okay. Now, tikshoret. Tikshoret. It's a long word, and whenever we have long words, we would want to peel them, especially the beginning and the end. So we take the T in the beginning and get rid of it. I mean, we do not pay attention to it, and then we take the T in the end. Tikshoret. Tikshoret. Okay? Both T, we just drop them because they have a signification of a noun, of a certain noun, and we are left with the nucleus, with the main thing, which is ksho. Okay, so we have the o vowel in the middle. It means nothing to us in this technique route. We are always aiming at the consonants, okay, what we can hear as t, k, v, s, l, okay, not the o, a, e. These are not important for the meaning, not at this stage of learning. So tikshoret means communication. Okay, when we have two things are tied, actually, okay, have a certain connection between them. Okay, they are tied one to another. This is in Hebrew tikshoret, and this actually refers today, of course, to things which are not physically tied. Okay, communication, digital communication, it would still be tikshoret digitalit, by the way. להתקשר. Okay, do you see this body language? So להתקשר, once again, it's a long word. So lehit, the le in the beginning shows us it's an infinitive. Hit shows us that it's some kind of a structure. In Hebrew we have some structures which verbs are put into. Let's leave that for a future episode. So again, we drop all the beginning, lehit, and we are left with kasher, a, okay, but it's still something that is tied to the tie, to the kasher root, right? So להתקשר means to call somebody on the phone. So in English we needed to be emotionally attached. We needed the word to call. Okay, different verbs altogether. You have to remember call, attach, tie, knot. In Hebrew, just remember kasher, and this is the key to all the words which are built around. It's a beautiful thing, and it is valid also for the Arabic language, and some roots which are common, for example, lichtov, katav, to write. If you understand them in Hebrew, for example, ani katavti, I wrote, katava, like K, T, and the B and V for this example would kind of swap between themselves. So they have the same meaning. So I wrote, katavti, okay, and nichtav. So michtav, we drop the m sound, which shows us it's some kind of a noun, and we are left with chtav, okay, which is writing, and michtav is a letter. So a letter, and to write, lichtov, and katuv, okay, something which is written. And of course in Arabic it will be the same. Maktub is a letter, katabet means I wrote, okay. So actually you learn these three letters, right, and you can understand not only Hebrew but Arabic as well, sometimes, not in all the cases, because some roots are valid only in Hebrew, some newer roots, and but many roots are common to Hebrew and Arabic, and if you understood them in Hebrew, it is very easy to do to understand them also in Arabic. Now let's go back to the k, sh, r sound. I want to sign off this episode by noting that there might be exceptions, of course. Like for example, I want to say, or I go in the streets in New York or wherever, where, there are some communities of Jewish people, merchants, and I hear somebody who's talking about this food being kosher. Okay, so kosher is kasher, and again we have the k, sh, sound, but in this case it's not part of the deal. Okay, um, it actually is written a bit differently. In Hebrew we have two letters which can be heard as k, and this is written with the other letter, which is also ch, k and ch. So kasher has nothing to do with a knot, attached, to be attached to, a tie, to call. Okay, all these belong to the kuf, shin, resh. These are the names of the letters in Hebrew. But it works in many cases, and it can really help you to get familiar with the Hebrew language much faster than by learning just every word as it is, and then trying to understand how it works. Okay, just go for the consonants, listen. Okay, have the consonants, grasp them, and after you've found out what the meaning of the root is, you can open many doors to a huge number of new words. Okay, so this would be it for the second chapter of the root technique. Um, yeah, choosing the Hebrew language as your next foreign language. I hope I've helped, and I'll come back in a future episode with another example, which will prove to you how the root technique is effective and can really help you once you decide to go into the Hebrew language. So this will be all for this episode. Till next time, lehitraot. Bye bye.